I generally think if there is someone born in this country, because English, to actually do justice to the MC Stan podcast interview, it's you guys. I really believe that. 100%.
No, bro, it's just like we're Pune boys. That's all. Like,
hypocrite होता है और क्या होता है? Same
और
शहर है बैंचो.
मैं इंचो तो उसको पूछूंगा नहीं, bro. अरे
कोई नहीं. Whoa.
Check.
मैं उसको पूछूंगा नहीं कि मतलब
You don't have to ask him.
हुड में
क्या होता है?
हुड में क्या होता है इंचो?
तुम्हारा एक inner.
We know there is no hood, bro. Hood में murder होता है क्या?
तुम्हारा एक inner lingo, एक inner circle होगा ना, जो लोग appreciate करेंगे. It's the same as like if I get someone on from my city.
Of course.
They were like, मैं मुंबई गया, उन्होंने मेरे से ये सब पूछा कि the exoticism of Faridabad. Like no. So I think that if you guys get them on, I would like pay even if I was behind a paywall, I would watch that interview.
Chal, done. That's enough.
For real.
No, but once
That's
he
why I love
start...
Untriggered, by the way. You know, part 2, मतलब पहले प्यार दिया था, दोबारा से प्यार.
We start from here.
Yeah, we start from here. Yeah.
Okay, let's go Untriggered with Vinamre Kasana, bro. Untriggered.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Untriggered with Dostcast. Bro, so, you know, people think we're competitors.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's like, people in my Discord, like, sometimes are like, fuck, bro, like, Vinamre got this person before you, like.
Bro, अगर ऐसा होता ना, I would kill myself.
Why?
No, okay. So obviously, people should know context. इससे पहले हमने एक एपिसोड रिकॉर्ड कर रखा है जो कि 1 घंटे 45 मिनट का है, जहाँ पे और बातें करी हैं. अगर हम कंपेटिटर होते हम लोग साथ में एपिसोड ड्रॉप ना करते व्यूज कमाने के लिए.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I think we shouldn't drop it together.
Wait. First of all, why do you guys not have like any headgear on?
Where's my? I don't know, bro. I lost.
I thought you were gonna say, why do you guys not ever get any head?
Oh, I've
Bro,
gotten.
Stewie gets hella head, bro. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stewie's big DJ energy, no?
No, bro.
Hey, after party in my house. मेरे ट्रैक्टर के अंदर.
Come home. Come home and there's no after party. It's only me.
No, bro, but DJs, I don't think they get laid as often as people think.
Listen. I'm a DJ, but the only thing that drops is their panties.
Oh.
I'm using this next time.
Honestly, this English humor is so easy.
Yeah. But bro, तुझे भी लगता है कि ऐसे बहुत सारे बातें जो तू इंग्लिश में कर सकता है हिंदी में नहीं कर सकता है?
Bro, दोनों लैंग्वेजेस के अपनी अलग मजे हैं. Because मेरे को इंग्लिश में बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगता है. Because it's all like I get to use my head in a different way. With Hindi, it's more about the heart. It's more guttural stuff. मतलब guttural as in कि गंदी बात भी है, plus it's from the gut.
Yeah.
With English, I can be here in my head most of the times and like just make something that's clever. But when I used to first make English jokes as a college student in first year, second year, it was very hard.
As an Indian kid in college.
As an Indian kid, because I had to understand, number one, American context.
Yeah.
Number second, like, how do I make this timing-wise okay? But then also, like, PC culture के spectrum में कहाँ हूँ मैं? But eventually, I figured it out. In India, like, you know, because most people are like, you know, cat, and then be like, oh, you're expecting cat again? They'll say bat. You know, basic stuff like that. In India, it's easier. Foreign में मुश्किल था. Because लोग offend हो जाते थे mostly.
Have you ever like offended like a group of white people?
All the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how? What did you say?
So for example, I was in a film crew. एक film class थी मेरी. हम एक film crew का part थे. Film crew के अंदर कुछ नहीं करना होता था. No cameras. Just watch and auteurs. Auteur is like this filmmaker who's like an author, right? So who controls every single part of the film. मतलब cinematographer कभी वो बोल रहा है कि नहीं ऐसे कर, script writer कभी बोल रहा है कि ऐसे कर, right? तो उस क्लास के अंदर जाके एक दिन क्या हुआ कि this director, his name was last name Renoir, Renoir. उसने एक फिल्म बनाई थी इंडिया के ऊपर जहाँ पे colonial kids घूम रहे थे. तो बहनचो इंडिया पे कमेंट्री हो रही थी. मैंने कहा यार बहनचो कम होना तो एज एन इंडियन मैं तो बोलूंगा अब तो गोरे कह रहे थे कि नहीं एज एन इंडियन. फिर मैंने जानबूझ के जैसे मैंने आई डिड द सेम लेफ्टिस्ट प्लॉट दैट ऑल इंडियंस डू. सो ऑल लाइक गोरास डू इज लाइक, you know, as a marginalized white person with like disabilities, I feel this. मैंने कहा as an Indian who actually lives in India, I feel like this. The temporary power of that was insane. So I offended all of them because I was like, India's not like this at all. Like this is my India. But I mean, it's like you get this temporary pride, but at the end of the day, you're alone because no one's woke with you. You're woke alone.
Yeah. Are white girls easy that way?
Bro, हाँ. I think so. See, he wants me to like give a
No, for this question, for the rest, you could throw the mic.
No,
but
no.
like for this,
So I have a fun story about white girls.
yeah.
Amin just wants Dostcast out.
No. So
What?
Said you want Dostcast out. That's why I'm putting the mic also closer.
Yeah.
Let's see where this answer goes.
fuck my constant stereotype. My mics were bad, in honesty. Yeah, I would not say white girls are easy until I met this girl who was a perfect 9.5. A 10 would be like, I mean, you're getting into fake tits and fake ass territory. Because who the fuck is a real 10 nowadays, huh? You have to give me like, okay.
Do you know
I'll
any
give you
real
ad-libs.
10s?
Yeah?
Do you know any real 10s?
Any real 10s? I would have to, first of all, I need a better Excel sheet management system to figure out if they're a real 10 or not, right?
Okay,
But
Janvi.
let's just say this 9.5 is 9.
Janvi
Kapoor.
Janvi Kapoor. 9.8.
9.8, dude. She's up there,
bro.
bro.
It's an English exam on boards, right?
फुल नहीं मिलेगा तेरे को भाई. तू कितना भी सही आंसर लिख ले, तेरे को फुल नहीं मिल
But
रहा.
9.5 lady,
9.8,
white person.
So I met this chick. मैं इंग्लिश में बोलूँ हिंदी में बोलूँ
हिंदी चाहिए यार थोड़ा.
जो ज्यादा गंदा लगता है उसमें.
बहुत ही अव्वल दर्जे की अप्सरा थी and I was like, hey, bro, like you know, third year first month I'm landing it like, I made it like America. Na New York. That was me. So I took her to a bar. We played some ping pong. What is that?
Ice hockey?
Wait,
No.
this is like a date that
Yeah,
she's only
proper-
come out with you.
Yeah, she's coming out with me. This
Foosball,
is a date.
Love that.
Pinball. Pinball is the
Pinball.
game.
Pinball.
So playing pinball and like Mortal Kombat, all this like, it's all this fluff till the real thing,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a filler moment, ha 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 ha, filler moment, ha 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 ha. It's like my place is here, by the way. So
Love
wo
that.
scene hua, and anyway, I went with her, and you know, like she was wearing all black, so I could never like ascertain how hot she was until she took all of them off, and I was like. I wrote an entire stand-up comedy skit on it, by the way. You know, Manik Mana knows. I mean, if he remembers, like I did the whole open mic on this.
I don't think he does. He does a lot of open
Yeah,
mics.
he does. No, I asked him and he remembered. But मेरा point ये कि मैंने वो करा, then I realized, bro, you know, America.
हाँ.
Like it's not like America, I made it $200,000 in my bank, but America, like, because you've got this big hard-on for like, in your head, you're like, यार, I wish like, you know, Indians क्या करते हैं? भाई Russian. You know, like all these dudes are laughing. It's true.
Yeah,
Right,
Russian.
like, Russian.
Yeah, like that. They
You
say.
know, like I mean, honestly, bro, American crazy, Russian, they're here. Unless the Russian is like sophisticated, like Vladimir Putin ki chatti cousin hai, so that makes sense, you know.
You have to play that safe, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm really trying.
There's no safe in this, bro.
But I think after a while it becomes easy because it depends on your game, right? It depends on who you are. You can be like this typical skybags bag. Nothing against skybags. I think they're awesome. But like, you can be this typical like sport shoes wearing Indian who's just like you, bro. Engineering में सब कुछ है. Unless that's your goal कि तुम्हें मतलब you want to be like the next Satya Nadella or whatever, you know. But I was not interested in that at all. So it depends on your game, honestly. And I think that you can be with whoever you want, mostly if they vibe with you and you vibe with them, and that's it.
Okay, but like if you were there with all these like people from everywhere, all these different ethnicities, like did you have a preference?
I think I really got on well with the Asian chicks.
Asian chicks. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
तो अपने
Because-
पास ही हैं ये लोग तो.
नहीं, but America में अच्छा लगता है ना कि अरे you made it all the way from here, like you know China, like that. It's like, oh, you are also from there. But no,
Chinese? You were
No,
were you ever with the
never,
Chinese?
never
means
native
Asian,
Chinese,
no?
always American Chinese.
Yeah, you won't say if you were ever with a Chinese.
Yeah, because
like Indian
no,
audience
like
doesn't
this
like that.
Chinese chick really. So okay, this Chinese chick, she was in my puppetry class. I used to be in a puppetry class.
एक second. Bro, so sorry. What's a puppetry class?
Puppetry.
It's like, bro, where
Puppetry,
you
bro.
make. So it's very interesting. Matlab, you use craft and shit, and you make puppets, and then you have stories around them, and you play them out on a show.
with the proper.
वो ऐसा
Yeah. So पता है क्या होता है? It's like a bunch of so hand puppets is like you use your hands.
Yeah.
फिर वो वाले होते हैं string puppets that you can kind of play like this. Then there's puppets who you can use through a lever. बहुत तरह के puppets.
You went for a puppetry class.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
the most virginal shit.
How do you?
Dude. Bro, today, so we had some time to kill, okay?
We had no time to get today, bro.
Huh? No, in the afternoon,
No,
after lunch, we had time to kill, so we went to this like game,
Cyber cafe.
cyber
Gaming
cafe
cafe.
type
So love it,
situation, bro.
Cyber cafe tha, bro.
Big gaming believer.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, look, Yugu, let's go play FIFA. I went there and bro,
Which
like,
team did you pick?
bro, they had FIFA 21.
they had
कोई बात नहीं, टीम कौन
तो
सी थी?
PSG लिया था
PSG
मैंने,
bench.
हाँ. But उसमें
I
मेसी
beat
नहीं
it.
था,
कौन था?
bro.
मेसी नहीं था?
नहीं था.
नेमार था?
Neymar,
he had
Mbappe.
Neymar and
Mbappe था?
Yeah.
So who's the right wing then?
Right wing, Di Maria, I think.
Bro, good enough.
that's
bro.
I beat his ass, bro.
With whom?
Real Madrid.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Wait,
Bro,
I
the
wanna get
reason I
offended.
brought this up, bro,
big,
like,
big Bayern Munich fan, that's why.
oh, okay.
Oh, that's a
Before Robert Lewandowski like went away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
No, I love football, bro. I
So
can love football.
we went to this place and bro, like the virgin energy in there, bro. Like,
Too high, bro.
so
Man,
there's like
was
kids
hitting us.
properly eating McDonald's while like playing Dota or whatever the fuck. We felt that energy. This puppet class energy is somehow worse than that, bro. Like,
This puppet class energy
They
was
seem
so
so-
bad.
they seem-
Actually, I have a crazy story about that. So you know what happened? This is the same time as when Jordan Peterson and all these guys were coming up. So those are unis ke andar, Jordan Peterson was like killing it, right? Before he had this whole anxiety episode, whatever.
Right.
I swear to whoever my God is, that this first or second class, दो teacher पढ़ाती थी. One was like a puppetry professor. She's still my friend. She's fucking awesome, right? But the other professor, this chick, she would teach early boyhood as a literature subject. एक औरत early boyhood पढ़ा रही है
How old was she?
as literature. मिल्फी.
Pedo that means.
मिल्फी थी, फुल मिल्फी सीन था. मैंने उस तो मेरे ना क्या हुआ, क्योंकि मैं जॉर्डन पीटरसन का पुराना भक्त उस टाइम पे, राइट? एंड I'm meeting all these women and like I'm carrying on my dating life, but I'm still like USA का main मुद्दा है free speech. And these women are leftists. और ये मेरी free speech रोक रहे हैं. And I would not believe that unless the second class, the topic was make a puppetry show on toxic masculinity.
Whoa.
तुम्हें लगता है ये झूठ है? You think this is a lie? उस क्लास में मोस्टली फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट्स हैं. आई वांट वन मोर क्लास दैट्स फन बिकॉज आई ऑलरेडी हैव माय लास्ट क्लासेस दैट आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एडवर्टाइजिंग की मेरी सारी क्लासेस हैं, स्पीच की क्लासेस हैं, लाइक आई एम फिनिशिंग माई डिग्री. उस क्लास में फर्स्ट ईयर सेकेंड ईयर स्टूडेंट्स हैं. एंड आई स्वेयर टू गॉड ब्रो, व्हेन यू आर आस्क्ड इन अ फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटी दैट्स एज लाइक यू नो वेल एस्टैब्लिश्ड एज BU, that तेरी puppetry class में you have to think about toxic masculinity and make a puppetry show, your blood boils.
Yeah.
My entire gender and its identity is bad. Number one. Second, I have to enact it.
With puppets.
So, क्योंकि मैंने अच्छी बात है कि बेन शपीरो, जॉर्डन पीटरसन देख रखा था, मैं जो गुस्से में था. These other guys, 18-19-year-olds, I felt bad for them because they use this fucking rhinoceros. एक बंदे ने rhinoceros लिया और एक rhinoceros उससे दोस्ती करता है. And the other guy is like, मेरे को दोस्ती नहीं करनी. And he's like, toxic masculinity. उसने बोर्ड ऊपर करा.
Jeez, dude, that's
I swear, bro, अगर एक कैंची होती तो काट देता मैं. Like, what the fuck is that?
fucking
right?
sad, dude.
Bro, that's kind of like fucked up, but
So,
like.
so I till the end of the class, I decided not to participate in the assignment because there was like, कि क्या बकवास assignment है, right? And so I did this kind of like halfway thing, where like कि arrogance becomes assertiveness. जितनी भी सारी ऐसी बहुत एक्सट्रीम क्वालिटीज थी, मैंने उनको एक अच्छी क्वालिटी में बना दिया that like men already have, right? Arrogance वाला बंदा is usually insecure, but someone who's assertive, you respect, like that he gets what he wants. So I did that. And then I remember my blood was boiling because you know Jordan Peterson bhakt at that time. Ever since like I've you know figured
You
out
mentioned
what I
that
want.
like all.
Like
So
4 times.
तो मैं वहाँ गया, मैंने कहा listen, if this is toxic masculinity, when is the next assignment on toxic femininity? And I swear, bro, मेरे को टाइम लग रहा था मैं rustigate, like, 'cause, you know, like I had never had an encounter जहाँ मैं इतना real होके बात कर रहा हूँ प्रोफेसर से. उस 15 years older, probably a top tier MILF थी वो, पर like कैसे हम करेंगे अगर तू ऐसी बातें कर रही है, right? तो she's like, I'm open to having a discussion. Like, discussion क्या करेंगे? तूने तो बहन चो करा दिया.
हाँ
19 साल के 2 लड़के ये सोच रहे हैं कि मेरी masculinity में कोई दिक्कत है.
हाँ
That somehow whoever I am,
It's
it's
wrong.
bad.
and it's
wrong.
represented
Right.
through a rhinoceros,
And
which is
look at this. Look at the irony. बंदे तो बना रहे हैं. बंदियों के लिए कितना easy नहीं है बनाना. There were 6 girls in the class, 3 dudes. The girls had a fun time.
yeah.
And so I was like, bro, I don't know how we started this, but like, yeah, that was my.
No, you
main
were
issue.
you were trying to talk about like this Asian woman, and like you somehow you're here now. So, like
She was toxic to him, bro. That's
Asian का तो
why.
बहुत बढ़िया सीन था, पर हाँ ये वाला सीन काफी ज़्यादा हुआ था. This happened once. It mostly happens in like the arts. It happens in social sciences, but अब तो बहुत बुरा हो गया है.
yeah.
So I don't know if you know this AI artist Madhav. He was on my podcast.
Yeah.
He used to be my cameraman for Dostcast. 3 years ago, they made an anti-racism institute in Boston University for $10 million. Can you believe that?
They gave a $10 million fund.
And for an anti-racism institute.
In a
This
college
year,
where there are probably 0 races.
I mean,
Yeah, only
4-5 चलते हैं यार.
हाँ 4-5 out of like.
Minimal.
जियो कैसे यार? You need some racism to feel like you're.
But see, bro, the thing with that is like closet racists or like out there
Openly
racists.
No,
racist. Like,
both
yeah.
work because you need both kinds of training.
Like rednecks, bro.
What's wrong with a closet racist, bro?
My
Like,
problem is all these Indians who go abroad. They're like, you know, they said, hey, go back to your country. बहन के लोड़ो गोरा आता है तुम उसको छोड़ते नहीं हो. When a white person comes to India, I mean, this, if you have a colonial hangover, you'll suck his dick. Worse that, if you see a woman who's white, bro, you'll like harass her and take selfies.
Yeah.
So तुम क्या racism की बात कर रहे हो? तुमने गोड़ी चमड़ी देखी नहीं है. So I mean, a bunch of problems. But like, I had a mostly fun college life because I was always on the anti-PC crowd. So I had a blast.
So the cool kids of college.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still confused as how this had something to do with your preference in Asian
For
women.
the Asians. See, bro, now you got me fucked up.
No, but like when you say Asian, it's like Korean, Filipino,
तो क्या
Northeastern
होता था,
Indians. like-
no, I fell in love with this girl for a while. I was in a Sufism class.
क्या class होते हैं भाई? Like,
Okay, what have you
the
studied?
fuck,
What
dude?
exactly did you?
I studied advertising, but my
Okay.
minor was in Sufism, नहीं religion.
Okay.
So Sufism की first class के first part के अंदर, I got a 96. It was a graduate level class, which means like, so American college में ऐसा होता है, 100 is freshman level, 200 is sophomore, 300, 400, 600 is graduate level. मैंने सीधा उसके अंदर enroll करा, I got a 96. I was the topper of the class. छुट्टियाँ हुई, class वापस आई, got a D. Because I stopped studying because I fell in love with her. I would spend all my time in her dorm with her, and
Where was she from?
she was she was American, but her family
Chinese
was
American.
migrants from South Korea.
South Korea. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's pretty good.
And fun stuff.
Yeah. Bro, so I used to have this girlfriend in the 10th grade.
You also had a similar situation.
Yeah, 10th grade.
North Korea.
North Korean में ही है.
पुणे में
ये North Eastern जा रहा है.
So the school I went to, we had a lot of Northeastern crowd. So that
Northeast
was,
is not South Korea, you know that, right?
no, yeah. Northeast of India.
Okay.
I'm not going to pretend like they're not like Asian looking.
No, for
okay.
sure. Yeah.
Right? So I was with this girl and we went on a date. There's this mall in Pune called Phoenix. It's like this huge mall. And we were like the proper cringe couple at the mall. You know, ऐसा हाथ पकड़ के चल रहे हैं, इधर घूम रहे हैं, ये दुकान से वो दुकान. Not buying anything, just like walking around.
Why you're like fucking
10th standard, bro. 10th standard, she was like in 8th
15.
or 9th. Like, so she
Yeah.
was even younger. And then we were like, okay.
Thank God for age laws, no?
Yeah. We were like, it's lunchtime. Let's. I was like, let's go to the food court, and so she kind of had this like eating disorder situation going on where she wouldn't eat.
Bulimia. Anorexia. Anorexia.
I don't know. I don't know if it was like something like an angle she was playing or whatever. She's like, I just don't eat.
She doesn't eat. She didn't eat.
Yeah, I don't
anything.
eat. But she's like, I'm with you and you're here. So out of love, I'll eat. You get whatever the fuck you want. And food court mein, bro, there's like everything. Like there's fast food, there's Indian food, there's every fucking cuisine you can remember.
It's a mall for food.
Yeah. So she's like, get whatever the fuck do you want. And so I'm left with all these options, and guess what I get?
Chole.
No, you get some fucking weird ass shit like Sagar Ratna.
No, bro. You'll get like momos or some Chinese descendant.
Close, bro. So I get a plate of fucking Hakka noodles.
You thought she'd like it?
No. This is like proper, like, you know, you don't think something
He's not
through.
like, as a all racist comic, I will make this joke. I'm Amin, I'm in 10th grade. So I will eat
10th grade, you're 14, bro. You're 14, I was like, Hakka noodles, so everyone likes, right? So I get a fat plate of Hakka noodles, and I get it. I'm just like, she's just like, okay, she's like, has one thing. And I try to eat as much as I can. And then, bro, after like some 3 years, like, you know, you're lying down in bed and you're like...
One night when he couldn't sleep.
You're thinking about your life. I was like, bro, that was kind of fucking racist, bro.
It's okay,
like, the
bro.
first date you go with this girl who's Indian, but like, you know...
Not Indian.
Yeah. And you get a plate of Hakka noodles. Like, there are still nights where I think about it and I'm just like, bro, what the fuck was I
Have you ever sent her an apology message?
No.
She'll find the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we know
that's
her.
my only experience with like
Racism.
Asians,
yeah.
yeah.
Yugu has one crazy experience with an Asian woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh, you don't don't remember.
There have been too many for you.
When we were like 16 and
No.
We went out?
No.
What's this
is
one? I
the
really don't know.
massage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
She was Asian.
Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course
she
she
was-
was Asian.
So,
What is very weird is the fact that all massages across the country, unless you go to MP or some other states, always employ women from the northeast who trick you into believing they're Thai. But they're really from the northeast.
yeah, मेरे साथ यही
That's
हुआ.
the big.
So I've had a massage before. Okay, I've had a
I
proper.
know you love massages. You can check the Dostcast episode.
No man, I've had a proper Ayurvedic massage.
I love massages, bro.
Right?
Big
And
fan of
where
massages.
you have to strip down completely naked.
Yeah.
They go langoti pehnate
Oh,
wo log.
disposable underwear.
हाँ,
What's called
disposable
that?
चड्डी
I'm-
पहनाते.
You know, I'm a member of your community only.
Yeah, I fucking love that shit.
Massage men.
So I know
that
what,
MM, yeah.
so I know what happens there, right? So I'm prepared for it. Near मेरे घर के इधर पास में था एक जगह. Reviews were really good.
Google
They
reviews.
They always buy it.
Yeah.
All these places with hand jobs, full disclaimer, they always buy the reviews. They're like,
Yeah.
all these guys are like, best massage ever. Giselle is awesome.
I don't
Giselle निकल दी थी भाई वहाँ पे.
I don't think
तोड़ दे भाई, तोड़ दे.
तोड़ दे भाई.
I don't think they buy, bro. I think they record. And then they're like, unless you post a good review,
We're not letting you go, dude.
No, they generally buy it. If they I always check.
Yeah. The camera.
Fucking
Anyway.
show up to this place, this massage place, and my back was hurting, bro, properly.
Yeah.
So मैं गया, I checked that menu.
Where's the
looking
tits?
thing. Huh?
You said your back was hurting, no?
Yeah, my back was
Sorry.
hurting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's a
was
fat
a bad-
titty
that was
joke.
a bad-
Like, it went.
Never mind.
Went above Yugo's head.
It's okay. Guys, bad comedic timing on Untriggered. You should have watched me in those cars. I was killing it.
Those guys में बहुत kill गया भाई. Whenever you
Anyway,
watch that.
anyway.
Reach this place. This fucking shady guy sitting. मेरे को एक menu फेंकता है. वो बोलता है देख क्या चाहिए तेरे को. I look through the entire thing. I booked this Swedish deep tissue massage.
Yeah.
Best massage of all time. Deep issue is the best. Yeah.
It was like wasn't the most expensive, but it was mid.
Didn't-
Like,
Yeah.
You didn't book the Nuru option? Nuru?
Nuru? Oh.
What's Nuru?
Nuru massage.
You might want to look that up, bro.
That's top tier.
what is it?
If you
उसमें
know
था
Nuru-
नहीं भाई, उसमें नहीं था.
That's the most expensive massage.
But what do they do?
They fuck you.
Okay.
No, it's just kind of like weird softcore shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
From hearing other people's experiences, that
Acha.
they rub against you.
Yes.
It's like a body to body massage.
Yeah.
Okay. So they massage you with.
It's like the hairstyle is eye to eye. These massage parlors are like body to body. That's it. Anyway, please.
Yeah, please.
कहाँ था मैं यार?
Swedish deep
I
tissue
get this. I
massage.
get this fucking Swedish deep tissue, and this guy takes me in this room. ठीक है? तो बोला ठीक है चल बंदा है मेरे को मालूम है कि he'll
I was
probably
happy
do
about
a,
it.
he'll probably do a good
That's
fucking
kinda
massage,
sus,
dude.
but like, okay.
No, but I know
Probably
what
molest me.
I wanted him. So this guy shows up. He's like, ये आपका room है, आप change कर लो और सो जाओ इधर. Then this guy fucks off, and this Thai-looking lady shows up. And at first she starts a proper massage. ठीक है, मैं उसको बोला हूँ मेरा पीठ दुख रहा है, तो उस हिसाब से आप pressure दो अच्छे से जो भी करने का है करो. Just starts the fucking massage properly. And धीरे धीरे उसका वो हाथ ना नीचे ही जा रहा है पूरा. So I'm like, मैम आप क्या कर रहे हो?
You said, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Ma'am,
said, ma'am,
because
very
of ma'am.
respectful, dude. I'm like, ma'am,
okay.
listen, my back is hurting. You fucking focus on the back.
Yeah.
She fucking got on, पूरा वो चढ़ गई मेरे पे. And her tits are on my fucking back. And she's giving a massage.
Exposed
Complaining,
tits?
bro.
No.
No, okay. So you have to be careful with the language here, you know.
Yeah, they weren't exposed. Not at all. They would be if I was not careful. She started and I immediately understood what this fucking situation I've gotten myself into. And then she's like, turn around. I'm like, nahi. I'm not fucking gonna turn around. मेरे को मालूम है आप क्या करने वाले हो.
What?
But I turned around anyway.
Audience, what kind of a sick man is this?
Man, I still didn't fully understand that, okay, this is happening. I was like,
नहीं
okay.
ये तो but foreign experience है ना bro. Like it's like.
This was the first time this is happening to
This
me.
was
right?
the
He's-
first
he's
time.
By
all-
the fourth time, he was like, I know what happens.
By the third time he walked in, he's like, just bring her out.
Hey, come on.
he's all-
I know what I have to do.
massage, yeah, I know what I'm ready here for.
I know what the code word is.
500 rupees you take, please, just quickly.
500 में कुछ नहीं होता भाई.
He's all
Whoa.
confused, bro. It's like
Yeah, I was fucking confused. Dude.
Swedish deep tissue, and it's like an Asian woman who's
Yeah.
like from India.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah,
that's an.
क्या चल रहा है मेरे को? I was thinking मेरा नुकसान हो गया है भाई इधर. मेरे को मेरा पैसा वापस चाहिए. She gets on me and okay, I was like, okay, बस this is enough. आप बाजू में बैठ जाओ. क्या हो गया आपके साथ? I asked her like, where are you from?
Who hurt
Why
you?
you're doing this?
For real?
Yeah, I sat down with her, had a conversation. I, gave her my number. I said,
You can come home.
I
Home
told her,
service.
Hey,
I
look at
told
this
her we can
UNICEF
get
worker
coffee.
here. What is this? Like,
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
if
save
you-
her from this trade?
No, I didn't want anything out of it. I was just really concerned. I'm like, okay, fuck, does this happen with
Will you
every
save her
person?
eventually or no?
She
I
don't
gave her
wanna
my
be
number
saved.
and I said, call me if you need any help.
She didn't call you.
Lauda. Kuch nahi.
Yeah.
She don't want to be saved. Bro.
After all this, she's like, acha, I have another appointment. So
I have someone else to
अपन
jerk
करता
off.
है
with,
ये
please.
इसको
Time
जल्दी
waste
से.
कर रहा है लड़का.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you know what? I'm not going to get any money out of this guy. I have to,
Yeah,
can
okay,
this guy.
okay. So there's this whole बहुत सारी किताबों के अंदर this is trope about how these guys who are very nice try to save women in prostitution and like these massage parlors.
Pretty woman.
Yeah, they're like a pretty woman is the
Yeah,
best example,
yeah.
right? Like you have to stop this life. I will take you over. Never works, bro.
Yeah, I'm not, I wasn't trying to
That's-
save her life. I
That's
just
the only
wanted to-
J. Cole lyric that I ever respect.
Not everyone. respects
Don't save her.
She don't wanna be saved.
Don't save her.
You
Don't
never
save
heard
her.
that song?
He says,
I've
don't
never
save her,
heard
she
J.
don't
Cole.
want to be saved.
Huh?
I've never heard.
You're not missing out on much, bro. He's
Fuck
fucking
you, man.
overrated.
Go fuck yourself.
Can I take a piss and come back?
Yeah, go
sure.
for it, go for it.
अब मैं अपना piss करना चाह रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
You don't wanna be saved, don't say.
Fuck. Why are you so quiet, bro, Suhi? What's up? What
The
happened?
angle is weird.
What do you mean?
Like I can only look at you and converse.
Sit with me. Yeah? Sit with me. I'll put a hand on your lap.
Swedish दे रहा क्या तू? Swedish house तू ही.
Is this the first time our guest has bounced for a piss? Yeah, right? Yeah. It's an iconic moment
नहीं
in
तो
the
अपन ही
untriggered history. Yeah, why not? Huh?
But she was still there.
Yeah, okay. No, not for a piss. Yeah, so we just wait till Vinamre pisses.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, Gaurav is being such an Anish right now.
Yeah, bro. Gaurav felt so bad, bro.
What should we ask him about once he comes back?
Was the piss.
Piss? Yeah.
How to stream now?
Yeah. Okay.
You have any flashbacks?
Splashbacks. Bro, no, like the thing is, I'm kind of concerned like how every time we get a guest on, we just talk to them about sex. Just ask them about sex. Like I don't want to be a sex podcast, bro. So let's ask him something like really deep once he comes back.
How was his first time?
No, he comes back. I was like, so.
What are
Do
your
you love your
opinions on sex?
Yeah. Yo, our guest is like walking
Our
into
guest
the wall.
broke his crown and came back.
And my toe.
It's fine, bro. We'll
What
all be.
happened?
We'll all be.
No, bro. I really want us to go to Janda after this.
Okay. So, no, we were just talking about how like every time we get a guest on, the conversation is like always super sexual.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like people
sex
think we're a sex podcast now.
Your titles, I mean, don't say otherwise.
Really? Fuck,
really
bro. I
don't,
was
bro.
just like,
But that's okay. I think if you push the norm so much, you will find out like what is your limit.
no, there's no limit, bro. There's no limit to sex. You can do like handstands and shit. Like it's.
Acha, also I wanted to say that, you know, I really love your podcast. I really do.
Thank you.
That's very sweet, man.
I think it's probably the last space for genuine free speech in the country. जितनी भी allowed है. मतलब कि
Without
comedians
pushing the
तो
boundaries.
इतना नहीं कर पाते. Because they already get like such strong feedback from their audiences.
Yeah, because I think they actually make money. So, like, they have like shit to lose.
No,
For
but
us, it's like-
honestly, you guys always push the norm. And it's very admirable.
Yeah.
All of you.
That's. Thank you, man.
Cheers to that, bro.
Cheers,
But
cheers,
like,
cheers. Where's my next drink? Come on.
no.
Cheers.
Yeah, अब ये ले.
एक बना दो भाई.
Yeah. No, but like when it comes to podcasting, I
you.
think like the
I
truest.
love this guy.
Yeah, Anish, no? Yeah. You're
Finally, someone does.
You're alone.
yeah.
You're the only one who does.
No, but when it comes to podcasting, I think you're probably the only person who does podcasting the way it's supposed to be done. Like,
But there is no standard, right? So it's okay.
हाँ, but it's like मेरे को इससे बात करना है, मैं इससे बात करूँगा, बस यही है. I want there's this person I want to talk to them. I'll talk to them, and I'll post it online for people to listen.
It's easier, right? Than trying to have like a weird standard. Because I think, yeah, इस industry में है ही कौन? You tell me. There are no rules, right?
Yeah.
There is no governing body that says कि Indian Association of Podcasters condemns you from saying this.
Yeah.
कौन है?
मैं हूँ.
पूरी unorganized industry है ना? है ना?
Yeah.
So even then, अगर आप उसकी बात भी बोलते हो कि नहीं यार, I'm going to be an anchor type or I'm going to be like an MC type, you do a disservice to yourself. The others, एक तो हो गया anchor MC. The other is like, I'm going to be a journalist. I'm going to search for the truth. कि you know, in the Pulwama attacks, you were saying this, now you're saying this. That isn't our job. Which one of us has a journalism degree?
Yeah.
None of us.
Right?
But is your sole aim to entertain?
No. My honest aim is to feel like यार अगर मेरे को मजे आ रहे हैं ना, if it's fun, then I'm gonna put it out. And I'm in weird situations where I'd almost have no idea कि मैं क्या बात करूँगा. But all I have is what the person has done online, their online activity,
Right.
and what I meet. Then it's like a dance because I don't know. I'm in the dark with them. It's almost like you're two blind people dancing. You don't know where you're gonna end up. Maybe you bump heads and it's awkward. Maybe you're like, you know, we have this perfect sync because we're blind, so we understand the rest of our body. And we can just dance so well that people are like, you know, bro, 10 on 10 on dance, need a dance.
I love how you like compared it to.
Ha, it is a lot like that, right? Because abhi hum log, so all of us, we've been having fun for hours now. So it's very easy. We don't have to think about it. You guys are always on the other side of the mic, so it's easier for you.
Yeah.
Right.
But when someone is not, and when someone has a heavy subject to talk about, what do? Like you have no idea, right?
that's a
like,
tough-
What do you say? What is the first thing do you say to them that when they walk in the door?
when they
talk
come
about, like,
home.
Sorry, I welcome them home, right?
Yeah.
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि podcasting is generally like a hospitality business. It's like तुम्हारा एक 5-star hotel है और तुम्हारे यहाँ पे एक guest आए and you're like कि no matter how stupid that sounds or how cheesy that sounds, I
It
believe
makes
that.
sense. It makes sense.
It's like you welcome like, sir, ma'am, this is your room. I hope you have a great stay. Because you want to make them as comfortable as possible to speak जो भी उन्होंने जिंदगी में सीखा है. If they're like someone who's a career professional, or if they're like a funny person, like you want to get them in a space where like, you know, I can rest easy here without feeling attacked or hostile and speak my mind.
Yeah.
वो करने में मजे आते हैं, no matter who it is. That's why it's fun to like speak to so many people across the aisle and figure out कि what is each person's checking point. कि where do they draw the line and put their guard up, and where are they like, you know, let me tell you another story about my life. Like when does that happen? When they're like, you know what?
So it's
when
like
तुम
a
खुद-
relationship business, kinda.
I think it really is. It's like a temp relationship business.
Yeah,
Temp. Temp mostly because अगर मेरा कोई दोस्त है, like for example, we do an episode 2 months from now. Do you think honestly, and हम ऐसे ही करते हैं क्रॉस एपिसोड की, मतलब दोस्त का भी कर रहे हैं, अनट्रिगर्ड भी कर रहे हैं. Honestly बताओ, हम लोग प्रिपेयर करेंगे?
नहीं.
Honestly, नहीं ना?
No way.
Would we read up on what each
I
of us
thought you
have
didn't
done?
even sleep, bro, last night.
है ना?
Yeah.
हम लोग हमारे लिए for all of us, it'll be the most low effort, high fun thing possible.
100%.
Right? So, when the first time you meet someone, probably ऐसा होगा पहली बार और आखिरी बार मिल रहे हो. What you do in those moments matter, right? They really, really matter. कि am I doing justice to their knowledge, to what they can offer to the table? If they're a funny person, for example, can I stretch the funny to the max? वहाँ मैं फिर ऐसी बातें ना करूँ कि यार आपका क्राफ्ट कैसा है, or like tell me how you make a joke.
Yeah.
It's very Tim Ferriss-y.
Yeah.
Maybe people are more interested in like Veer Das. Yeah. How do you get away with it? I mean, you know, like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
That's
It's not
No,
easy.
I love that you say that because so for us when we were like, oh, Untriggered is a fun podcast, Untriggered is a comedy podcast, but you're gonna get artists on. Your drink is there.
No, I also want that. Please. No, the chips. Thank you.
It's done.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is Untriggered hospitality.
Thanks,
Cheese
bro.
chips. Yeah. No, but that's what I was saying. Like after a while, when we started getting artists on, we were like, bro, chal theek hai. We'll ask them what ethnicity they like, what is their sexual preference, but how do you not acknowledge their art? Like,
Yeah.
उसके बारे में तो बात करना ही पड़ेगा ना. Like,
You
At
gotta-
some point,
how do you
need to
get
address
a
that
singer
little
and
bit.
not speak about music? How do you get an comedian not speak about comedy?
मेरे पास honestly curious question है तुम सब लोगों के लिए. Say you got Yashraj on. Yashraj is a friend of mine. I met him once, but we became friends instantly.
Yeah.
I hope he mirrors the sentiment. You get him on, बकचोदी वगैरह करी. Did you listen to his songs before, honestly? या फिर podcast से पहले सुने?
No.
So
always-
I was a huge Yashraj fan
Okay.
from the start.
हाँ.
So I literally loved his work. So for me, it was like a fanboy moment for me. I don't know about these guys, but for me it was.
No. So me, as like me also, I keep an eye out on Desi hip hop. I am always looking at people. I've seen Yashraj. Like before we got him on, I've seen him live like 2-3 times. So I knew what he was up to.
Yeah, so true admirer.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about you?
Same. Like the thing is, these guys used to listen to a lot of Yashraj.
Yeah, I remember this one time he messaged me. I think I played Yashraj in his car.
Yeah.
And then he put a message on the WhatsApp group and he's like, bro, this Yashraj guy is kind of sick.
Because like I went home and then I looked him up
Yeah.
because I was just driving. That time I didn't pay attention. I went home, I heard it, and I was like, bro, this is some good shit.
Yeah. You can never tell he's from Mumbai.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just can't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Ki, if you're a true admirer, it shows in the episodes. Because
Yeah.
one of the best episodes of Untriggered is with Yashraj.
Yeah.
It really is.
You can see like Yugu fanboying at times. And
Why, when podcasting goes to hell, is when like people don't know you, but they want to get you on. That's when it
Just
goes
for
to
the
hell.
numbers.
Yeah. वो दिख जाता है.
I was gonna say something.
बता. Bro, all these guys are dying, so I'm sure there's
No. So I don't want to name names, but like it's so with the current like when it comes to creator economy and how creators are used for promoting shit. So that translates in the podcasting realm as well, where
Yeah.
they get like there's a movie coming out. Let's get the lead actor on a podcast to talk about the movie and like promote the movie.
Sure.
And you can see that, like you can see that this is like a
It's a promotion
barter.
vehicle.
It's like
versus a podcast.
I don't know
right?
if there's money exchange or whatever the fuck happens.
There's a small caveat though. It really depends. You get that person on, but you actually watch the series.
Yeah.
You get that person on, but you actually figure out उनके interests क्या हैं, and if they align with yourself. There's a big difference between being like, hey, I'm Zoom TV interviewer. I don't know what the fuck it is. मेरा paper और मेरा वो दो मेरे को क्यों कहा? Versus like, I saw you in that. I saw you did X, and I actually have an interest in that.
Yeah.
तो वो थोड़ा सा फर्क होता है.
हाँ वो तो होता ही है. Like tomorrow if Shahrukh is putting out a movie, okay, let's say Shahrukh is putting out a movie.
Sorry to
and
stop you. Who put deodorant in the air?
Yeah, even I smelled
What the
it, I
fuck
can't
is
tell.
that?
It is
Doesn't matter,
distracting.
bro. I
It's
just
just
smell.
it's just
shit.
through us off.
Just,
You
it's
just
just so
deodorant
random.
yourself.
Also, Vinamre is a diva, bro. Like, who the fuck is smoking? Who
Why
put
bad
deodorant in the air?
He's got a
No,
sense.
bro,
Is it
no,
not
like-
your show? Bro, come on.
No, ठीक है ना? It's just like fucking smell, bro. Like sometimes people
Alright,
like
bro. You're used
like,
to recording in a tenement. I'm not. That's it. Anyway, please. You were
no,
saying.
no, it's
You were
like,
saying. You were saying. You were saying.
हाँ चल Shahrukh puts out a movie tomorrow and they come up to you and they're like चल Vinamre, we want to promote the movie. So Shahrukh's gonna come on the podcast to talk about this movie. You can get a really, really good episode out of that promotion because Shahrukh is there. Now on the other hand, there is some random ass movie with some random ass actor,
Yeah.
probably with like not much personality, and they're just solely there to like promote a movie. How do you make a good podcast episode out of that?
You say no.
Yeah, but like
You never try, you never know.
no, it's not even about that. Like sometimes the name attached is too big, and you're like, okay, I can't say no to this. Like this person is.
You can, and full disclaimer, because we're all friends here, and I've always considered you a friend, and subsequently met them today, consider them a friend. You can always say no. You can always let that email message go to 600 messages and be like, that's it. Not gonna respond. Because otherwise, मतलब ये ऐसी वाली बात है कि you know all these rappers are like, yeah bro, मेरे को industry खा गई, तो मेरा दोस्त नहीं है, पहले मेरा दुश्मन था, मैं I don't want to have that stupid resentment narrative, but I generally feel like with podcasting you can curate. If you feel like someone's dumb, they can't speak their mind, don't have them on.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Have you ever been approached by like a movie star for a promotion kind of deal?
Have we? Sahil, have you been approached by a movie star ever? No, so we're not that good.
Fuck, bro. That's like where.
If we lived in Bombay, we would, right? अगर हम वाली line खोलते ना, say we started getting like someone I really want to get on those casts is Abhay Deol.
Oh yeah, dude. He's probably.
Why?
I
Why?
want him on yours.
He's been a Burning
On
Man.
yours.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. Burning Man is
yeah,
one,
yeah,
right?
I know.
कौन सा बॉलीवुड स्टार ओपनली अपने इंस्टाग्राम पे डालेगा कि मैं बर्निंग मैन गया
Yeah, dude, that's huge.
No one ever. Even their fucking like France holiday is going to be like one microscopic cutout crop picture. You'll never know where they went. So he's honest, he's bold. And I saw him in an art show recently actually. And I was so mesmerized. He looked at me and I looked at him, non-gay.
Lot of sexual tension between
From
all of
both
us.
sides.
Yeah, from both sides. But पता क्या scene हुआ था? तेरा mic ऊपर हो गया. See, you're getting gay now, bro. But it was a super weird moment. We were in this place called Jor Bagh. It's a very fantastic neighborhood in Delhi. Like we were in an art gallery and we'd gone to a party around India Art Fair. My friend and I are walking downstairs and we see Abhay Deol standing there. And he looks at us. I hope he recognizes me from his eyes because there's this moment where he's like, he addresses me for 5 seconds more than the average person in his eyes where हम लोग एक दूसरे की आंखें देख रहे हैं. All the way till I go right next to him. And I don't say hi. Missed opportunity, you know. I have his number, but
Sounds like you're in love, bro.
no, my point is, you know,
kind of like
एक 40 की last local, Dev D. right? Manorama, 6 feet under.
Fuck
It
yeah.
was Chopsticks.
Yeah.
And now this new show that he's come out with, what it's called? Upar Cinema Tragedy ka.
Wait, Abhay Deol, is he, what is he? Like, is he Dharmendra's son?
He is Sunny Deol's cousin. But the point is, he's one of those actors where you can speak your mind to. He's not media trained in the right way.
Yeah.
He can speak his mind. Dude goes to Burning Man, right? Dude goes to meet Ali Sethi in
that's it.
LA and like clicks a picture and puts it out. Doesn't give a fuck.
My Bollywood guy, I think the person I want to have on the most is Jackie Shroff.
Ooh, dude.
Moshiji Gand.
Maushi Chigan, bro.
That's
like,
an
that's
iconic.
probably the
that's an
funniest
iconic ad campaign.
thing to come out of Bollywood.
Maushi Chigan.
I think you will love Ranveer Shori also. He's very uncensored.
Ranveer
Very
who?
political also. Ranveer Shori.
Ranveer Shori is who?
Ghosla देखा है?
Oh yeah.
उसमें the older son.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta keep saying your voice because you're like
No, the thing is, this angle is a little weird. So
you can.
no, it's fine. Better.
Come sit on my lap, bro. Come sit on my lap.
Oh, anyway, I mean, yeah, please host.
We'll do it.
Please host. No, bro. It's just like, I feel what's happening is we did a podcast before this and now we're just like kind of hanging.
It's talking.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I love that. Anyway.
No,
Dude,
I
I wanted to ask, how was Nick's Indian like off camera? Because I saw the podcast
Huh?
and I fucking loved it. He was just a regular guy who just loves to fuck. And he became a fucking porn star, dude.
That's so
Started
well
his
put,
own
though.
production, went to Europe, started his own production, became a fucking porn star. And like you bringing him on, like I actually considered it myself also after that
What?
for a bit.
Of becoming
Well,
a
like,
porn
yeah.
star.
Honestly, I think Nick's Indian belongs on Untriggered. He does.
That's
It
what I
could be a
thought.
Zoom episode
Yeah.
where I can only cover so much of the sex, yaar. You know, we did घंटा था.
Just sex, bro.
But
the
you can
whole-
go more beyond. Like, hey bro, तो जो anal में आपके 4 strokes थे, वो थोड़े off लग रहे थे.
I
5
do a
वाला
deep
stroke.
analysis of
Bro,
Nick.
Yeah.
that episode only Yugu will body, bro. Like he'll love it.
Yeah.
It'll be a
So
Yugu
Nick's
episode.
Indian. One of the only guys I met who was the same off camera and on camera. जैसे तुमने बहुत सारी रील्स देख रखे हुए हैं कि ओनली फैंस की बंदियाँ आती हैं एंड दिस होल लाइक Daniel Mac guy comes and says what do you do for a living and the only fans girl like just shies away and says something else, right? Because they're ashamed. Nick's Indian has no shame.
He loves what
Yeah,
he
he
does.
loves what he does.
Yeah.
He's like, imagine sex.
Yeah.
You know, sex today, sex 2 months from now, sex 10 months from now. I'm still getting it. And also broadcasting it.
Yeah.
So he's honest as fuck.
But
And
that's like a weird place to be, bro. Because like, how are you so obsessed with? How you are so obsessed with sex? Like, I know people who don't get sex are obsessed with sex, but like people who are getting sex on a daily basis, for him it's his career, it's his job. Like, how do you love it that much?
there's एक ऐसा mental model होता है for comparing the extreme left wing and the right wing. They look the same.
I don't understand that at all, honestly.
So what I means is, for example, like let's take extreme left, extreme right. They look the same.
Huh.
Their
Okay.
ideas are the same. They oppose each other, but like in generally their characteristics are the same, right? It's like horseshoe.
Yeah.
You and I could be at the middle of the horseshoe up there, but the closest part of the horseshoe is the left ring and the right ring, right? Closest to it. So the guy who gets no sex and the guy who gets too much sex are roughly the same in the characteristics. There's an extremity problem there.
Right. I think we've discussed this before.
The guy who gets no sex and too much sex.
Is like
The same guy.
Yeah. One guy's like, कब मिल जाए मेरे को बहन चो आज मिल जाए. So मतलब बोल रहा है यार ये बहुत नहीं है और चाहिए. Guy in the middle is like, you know, 27 layers a year or 20 or like 19 or 18 or 5. I don't know, like what's the spectrum? How many layers a year is like okay? But all guys are like, my man.
A year.
A year.
Different.
No. So that's it. So इसमें थोड़ा वो scene है कि
थोड़ा nuance दे
हाँ
दो.
nuance. Okay. It has to be okay if you have the same person. Then it has to be like 3 times a week, right? So that's 3
Stu is spoken up
3 times a week is
at
like
the right time.
12 times a month. 12 times a month,
12
right?
times a month.
12
That's
into
like a
12 is like
healthy-
144.
Yeah.
144 times of sex with the same partner. I say okay. 120 भी कर दो,
Yeah.
100 भी कर दो. ठीक है? That's
In a
fine.
year.
Yeah. You know, still good, right?
So
Like,
once every 3 days, basically.
okay, yeah. Decent. But because I'm using all like ages, right? At this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
18 to 99, right?
99.
Yeah. That
fucking
96
thrice a
year
day
old
and-
is like fucking 3 times a day. Is
He's
like
probably fucking a 20-year-old dude.
The other is okay. So how many times a year can you have sex with someone else, a different person every single time? Like, what is the ratio where guys are like, player, he gets it all the time, good with chicks, he's okay, gets it sometimes, he fucked last year,
incel.
Needs to improve.
incel. No. Fucked 2 years ago, never gets it. Like, what is an appropriate number? Like, body count wise?
Body count wise,
Age wise भी है. This तेरी age क्या है?
24.
24.
24.
All of us are 24.
Yeah.
So, what do we say our body counts now?
Yeah.
Or less?
No. Just asking. Like,
No, what's
He's
up?
saying, like, what's
appropriate
what is
number?
something that gets respect among guys? Because it's a very weird thing. Yeah.
That's a weird one, bro. Because like, even if you're 24 and we're in a country like India where most, I don't like to say this, but most men are like
Are
sexually
not getting
deprived.
laid. Yeah.
Even one is a respectable number. It's
But
like,
yeah.
oh fuck, this person has had sex. Like,
Yeah.
बड़ी बात हो गई
like
वो.
that.
उधर ही
Yeah,
बड़ी
bro,
बात
ये
हो गई.
female girl के साथ था.
Yeah.
yeah, bro, like this guy talks to girls.
Instant hero in your group, dude. If
Bro,
you get
you know,
it.
Yeah.
you know something that I've like recently discovered and something I've found out about. Like, this is very interesting and this is like a touchy topic. But like people
Please touch it.
who have like made it out of nothing, people like famous cricketers who've come from like nothing and now they're these like millionaires who are making all this money, who are famous, who have everything a man can ask for,
Yeah.
and are getting hella pussy, like getting
Yeah.
laid a lot.
Except Gillette, because that's the best a man can get.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that mentality of being deprived doesn't leave them even after they've made it.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
What do you mean by that? मतलब वो क्या करते हैं? They just marry?
ब्रो तो वो अभी 24 साल का है. 24 साल तक उसको एक लड़की ने मतलब देखा भी नहीं
ऐसे
है.
भी नहीं करा कि Amin.
हाँ, nothing, bro.
No
This guy
thigh
has
touching.
zero
no,
female
no thigh-
interaction.
Nothing.
Now he's famous. He's in ads. He has money. He has everything. Every chick he DMs is down to fuck, right?
What does he do?
What the fuck does he do? Like,
He's like a parents' arranged marriage. That's what he does. I mean, it depends because you know what it also means. So, for example, let's say, to be super honest, sexually, you've been a loser all your life. Let's take that
I'll take that.
horrible. Let's take that horrible for some people, but mostly true paradigm. Sexually, you've never gotten anything. Suddenly, you come into obscene money, obscene success, obscene fame. Right? Your mannerisms are the same. It's not like Gigi Hadid is like drunk. Okay, थोड़ा clearly बोलता हूँ. Gigi Hadid
He somehow made it worse for himself.
why her out of all?
Gigi
people?
Hadid.
because I just saw a picture of her on Instagram in a photo shoot. That's why with a bunch of people, right?
Bunch of.
ऐसा नहीं बोलती जीजी हरीड की यार ये जो बंदा है ना he is hot, right? So what do? At that point, you've got your DMs full. It's very tricky to be a man who's never had it and who's successful because the temptations are maximus.
Yeah. और
That's
तेरे को
why
सब मिल
Allah-
रहा है. Yeah.
You know, one way is to like be like, no, temptation is bullshit. You know, like one woman, etc.
Yeah.
The other is you change who you are. And that change is very uncomfortable for a lot of people, right? Because you can be like, I'm from a small tier 3 city. Never had this. Now I have this. Now I must change. Because, eating pyaz and going to kiss is not going to help, for example, right? Like that's one way to think about it. And that's hard for most men because it requires like some degree of fluidity with like flirting
Yeah.
and saying that I like you, let's meet another time and whatever, right? वो आता ही नहीं बंदों को करना. Like you don't want to be a top tier cricketer and like a woman says, I like you and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah.
and not the song. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So
नहीं वो तो होता है bro. Like you can take. नहीं. I was gonna say something which I thought sounded smart. I was gonna say you can take a man out of being an incel, but you can't take the incel out of a man.
sounds smart,
But
bro.
it makes sense, no?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like it's fucking crazy because I've seen like these influencer girls who are like really pretty. I've seen their DMs, bro. Like,
Yeah. And what are they like?
bro,
They're full. They're full of.
they're full.
They're always full.
Like whoever you think of, like whatever famous person you can think of,
Yeah.
they're there in the DMs.
Huh.
And most of these people are like people who had nothing and now suddenly they have a lot.
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, like it's one DM away.
On the other hand, मैं बहुत सारी ऐसी बंदियों से मिला हूँ who are like, you know, like 600K on Instagram. I meet them in real life. The makeup is caking. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm gaslighted by influencers every single day by meeting them.
Wait, like
For-
catfish?
No.
No,
Gaslighted in the sense कि मतलब कि मैं मिला. I thought you were like this, whoever you pretended to be,
Huh.
but you fart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a turn off.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, come on, bro. I'd rather meet someone with 238 followers private, who's a real person,
Yeah.
who's
But
hella
you-
attractive.
You can only say that when you've like gotten laid quite a bit.
I'm not sure about that, bro.
No. So this is a real thing, bro. So guys who are deprived, right? The guys who are deprived, they're just like, they look at conventionally hot or conventionally good-looking women and they're like, fuck. But like guys who have been like getting laid since whenever, like they've had,
They know what.
Physical
they know
relationship.
what. Yeah.
then they look for like a unique face or they're
Meaningful.
like,
something.
or I find her attractive because this is what my preference is.
I hate that every statement you say now has to be like a thing that annotate already said, which is a problem. But honestly, मेरे को ऐसा लगता है यार कि most of the women I've met who've had real personality, they haven't had to have like an online career.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Oh, yeah. This is very interesting.
Because कुछ लड़के ऐसी मिली हैं मेरे को who are like a 1 million followers, but they're awesome
Yeah.
in real life also.
And they're smart and they're like, yeah.
But the pressures, the temptations, the idea that ki yaar, the next step requires you to like do X or Y or Z. बड़ा मुश्किल है यार. I mean, if I had 1 million followers, who the fuck would I be? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I think there is some merit to one of the things. So how I assess like female partners is like something like this. Do they have real life experiences or have they just been inside all the time?
Have they been inside what? Inside who?
No. How will they don't have dicks, right? How will they be inside?
Yeah.
No,
I think
Domestically,
He tried to be
like
funny.
inside their house, right?
Yeah.
Ki, if you've never been outside your house, if you've always been like paraded and protected, you don't know what life is like.
Yeah.
I need like 30% trauma minimum. 80% is too much.
Yeah.
That's temp. But 30% trauma is good for like living your life.
दुनिया देखी है कि नहीं?
For real. You know, like if all your life is like, you know, I go from my house to this lovely cafe with this coffee, like fuck you, I don't want you. You know, what's the point?
Yeah.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
Your life is your coffee personality. By the way, like Dostcast coffee coming out soon.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay, real personal question. Are you seeing anyone right now?
No.
Fully like
Before you got finished that
fuckboy
sentence,
vibes.
you said no.
Not fuck boy.
But you're having fun.
I am having fun. Yeah. It's been very light.
Light.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
This ball sack is
means-
light, bro.
Stu said one thing this whole podcast, and that's what it was.
It's been light in the sense that I haven't had the time to indulge in drama.
But like podcast Rizz, is it working? Like
Yeah.
have you gotten with a girl because of Dostcast ever?
Hard to say no to that, dude. Hard to say no to that.
मेरा rule ये है अब I never introduce myself as a podcaster anymore.
No, but if a girl comes to you and they're like, oh, you're that podcast guy.
No, never.
Yeah.
You should never indulge with fans in anything beyond friendship. Bare minimum 10 friendship.
Yugu.
So
It's
you
not-
go.
नहीं I believe it. Because, you know, okay, think about it. कितना parasitic relationship नहीं है.
हाँ है तो.
It's almost like
For sure.
the guy you friend zone, and no offense to fans, I love fans, please come to me more, right? Like for real. कोई तुम्हारे बारे में सब कुछ जानता है, and because you think that it's an easier way, you're like, okay, I'm gonna take you.
Yeah.
They're enamored by the farts you make through your mouth online.
Yeah.
They don't know the real you.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, you may be like a hot person, so I'll take you on. At the cost of what?
No, but it's like weird because like this last weekend, this girl comes up to me and she's like, hey, you're the guy from that postcard, na?
Postcard.
Yeah.
He retarded. What?
References ठीक है, like if someone recognizes you, that's like an in.
She said you're the guy from the postcard.
I heard that, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just like her. I don't know what to say.
I really. Why are you defending her, man? Get the tongs out. Get the fucking tongs out.
Bro, it's okay.
So,
Sorry.
yeah, but that's how it is. Are you usually the guy who goes up to a girl and is just like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
मेरे को बहुत मजे आते हैं.
Huh?
It's
You're
such
the
a
guy
fun
who
game, no?
approaches.
Like 70-30 mostly, because I always like if I see someone nice, I'm not gonna be like कि oh मेरे पास आएगी, मैं शाहरुख खान थोड़ी हूँ. Like, honestly. So I was like, hey, I think you're cute. I think you're attractive.
Oh, you start with a compliment.
I love that.
It depends. Sometimes I'm just gonna say hi and then see where it goes. This one girl I saw, and I saw that she made eye contact for just one more second in the ordinary, and my feet were like, let's go say hi. And that was that. So
And where
Did
did that
it
go?
go
फिर जो
anywhere?
हुआ तो हुआ यार.
Fuck, bro, this
But
is
it's
a-
I still think that people optimize for dating apps and like getting online ये Rizz और ये सब जो scene होता है.
ये सब चुते
You
गिरे
know,
हैं.
नहीं ठीक है कर लिया सब कुछ सही है, but at the end of the day, bro, trust me, like, so I love you far more and all of you because I've seen you, right? No matter what you say to me on my DMs or my phone call, I don't know you.
Right.
My biggest asset is not my online presence where I'm like, hey, clever message, push, pull.
30,000 followers.
Yeah, push, pull, whatever, like big guy. All that jazz is BS. I still say like, hey, you're cute. Usko kya jawab hai? It's the most biological like thing that you can do. Just like, hey, haven't men and women done that for years? Still works.
Yeah. But like, have you gotten like turned down real bad ever?
Yeah, several times. That's just life.
होते रहता है भाई ये सब तो चलता है.
No, but it's not like he. So I don't use this podcast at all to like.
No,
my-
that's so separate.
Yeah.
Obviously. Now, if she knows it about it, bonus. But like, if she doesn't,
I think one of the best things you can do is reveal your card slowly. You know, if you're like, hey, I'm this, I'm like, okay,
yeah.
great.
तो CV क्यों दे रहा है, bro?
है ना, exactly, right? No, it happens. Like, I think rejection is very common because maybe you're like too fast, too slow. Maybe the vibe is not right, and that's fine. That's life. If you take it on your self-esteem, you're a fool
Yeah.
because there's so many women in the world. One of them is going to be your wife, and there's a waiting period. So you gotta sample them all to see who's your wife.
Sample.
That's what I believe. It's
But is there a specific, like, is there a reason that you're not in a proper relationship right now?
when I was in a relationship, it was beautiful. It was the most intense love I've experienced in my
Is
life.
the Korean girl?
No,
Oh,
someone
okay.
else. और मेरे को ऐसा लगा था कि यार इससे ज़्यादा प्यार हो सकता है, इतना प्यार at all. And like I felt like, oh my God, I'm healed, I'm loved, my trauma is like of a thing of the past, whatever, right? I just really want to see Stewie also because he's so like.
Yeah. What's up with Stewie, bro? What happened?
He's going to sleep. No, I just want to keep everyone engaged because I don't like it. ऐसे कि हम
No, I was concerned about him. Like, what happened,
No,
bro?
he's sleepy. Anyway, तो वो बंदी थी और I loved her and she loved me back and like it was very intense and I thank God, like I'm really thankful to her whenever I meet her in this life or the next, or like we still have appreciation and respect for each other, but we decided that it was too intense for us, both of us. So much so that the relationship was all our lives. That
Okay,
we
got
do
it.
nothing else.
Yeah.
It was so good. Not like I like वो toxic थी, वो गंदी थी या नहीं, none of that. It was so good that
Was too good.
too good and too early. Maybe when I was like 31, I'd be like, yeah, too good. We're getting hitched.
That's really fucked up, man. When you meet someone, but it's not
It's
the
too
right
early,
time.
yeah.
Sometimes
Right
it's
person, wrong time.
Yeah, but it's like, like I still got my sampling period. I still got my life to figure out. And I wasn't like successful at all back then. In whatever little capacity that I've achieved success through podcasting, I wasn't. So when I broke up, I had this like huge void in my life because it was filled with this woman.
right.
Yeah.
And so I built Dostcast. And so now it's like I have to figure out like what is the next move and like who do I want to see again. Till then we sample like National Survey Board of India.
So you're looking. That's what you're saying.
And not too deeply. Because if you go like, hey, relationship, you meet a lot of psychos.
Yeah.
It really has to be like, if it happens, it happens.
Would you rather date someone from this industry, like the entertainment industry?
Never.
Never.
No,
you want
never.
You want a
Come on,
low-key
bro.
girl.
Come on, bro. देख मैं ऑनेस्टली बताऊं,
बता ना.
मैं तो खुश हो जाता हूँ यार कि बेंच इस फोटो पे ना मैंने एक फोटो शूट करा, अच्छा लगा, अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आया. बंदी कह रही है मेरी फोटो पे लाइक नहीं आ रहे, मैं ब्रा पहन रही हूँ.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah. No, I
People
get
hate
that.
me
Get
like
that.
I'm real.
It's
Like I don't want that.
That's
I
not
don't
fair.
want the hierarchy of a career is like I take my clothes off more and more.
Ultimate, क्या बचेगा
But
क्या?
doesn't have to be an Instagram model, na? Can be someone
Just had this industry. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, YouTuber, no, bro. I think you know what? There is no complimentary thing then. The last thing I would want is to be this guy who's like, वो profile picture में दिखाते नहीं, बंदे का हाथ आगे होता है, बंदी का हाथ आगे होता है, बंदे का हाथ पीछे होता है. It's like some
Yeah, along the beach.
travel vlogger shit.
The beach
so
mission.
fucking boring and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has to be from a different industry.
But as busy as you, maybe.
No, less busy. I have to come home to her and be like, darling, when will you just love me and leave all this shit? I'm like, you're so right. In 10 years I will.
Yeah. You guys speak in that accent.
नहीं वो जो भी कुछ बोलेगी मेरे को. Yeah, like I'm also so really I want her to understand all my Hindi because that's a big part of who I am. But I also want her to like
Asian
speak
chicks are
like two or three more languages. It's बड़ा मुश्किल है यार कि इंडियन बंदी हो ऐसा ना हो कि मतलब फिर वो इंडियन ही बातें करे और स्पेनिश बंदी हो तो फिर स्पेनिश बातें करे. मुश्किल है यार, ये बड़ी दुविधा है बहन जो पार्टनर ढूंढने वाली. So it's like I've postponed it for now, but right now I'm just like sampling the country.
That's interesting, bro.
Only the country.
International travel coming up soon. Dostcast success is proportional to travel. So
मिल जाएगी भाई, मिल जाएगी.
No, but that one
no, but I met some fantastic chicks also in the way, and they are people you want to make pen pals of. Like I will write you letters and write me letters back, or like I will be your friend.
Yeah.
And negotiate that deal where like no sex but like friendship.
क्या गलत negotiation कर रहा है यार तू मेरे को.
But it's good if you do it.
Wait, you like having girl friends?
Now I'm getting open to the idea because I grew up with only guy friends.
Yeah, same.
Ever in my life.
Yeah, I do a podcast.
तो मैं गंदा, बदतमीज, हरामी, मतलब मेरा सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर बंदों के हिसाब से मतलब भाई राजा, तेरे से बड़ा फनी कोई नहीं है.
हाँ.
But then there's matters of the heart and like guys are still learning कि मतलब दिल विल क्या होता है.
I mean,
even
it's-
myself, like my friend gives me a wholesome moment and like some moment of vulnerability and I punch it with jokes.
Yeah, you're like चूतिए, बकवास कर रहे हैं.
ऐसा नहीं है तो Yugu, you still have a lot long way
I
to go.
really have a long way to go.
No, but like in the sense that you have to, it takes a long time to learn how to be emotionally available and present for a guy friend who is suffering. And you learn that the hard way. And that requires a little bit, and you require a little bit of like that feminine empathy thing, that
Yeah,
feminine,
yeah.
or even that masculine leadership thing, where like being a leader means like I will be there for you when you are down and out. So that thing you can't just learn from, being. You have to change painfully. Let go of a few things. Let go of bad habits. Let go of like a lot of like I feel statements to I think statements. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
That's crazy that you said that because I have made a conscious effort in the past 2-3 months to not say I feel.
Yeah.
Ah.
I wonder if you borrowed from the same internet video.
What? Which video?
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I think my brother told me this. He was like,
He's a big self-help guy, no?
Huh?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, he's like, how the fuck as a man, how can you say I feel?
We borrowed from the same video.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Your brother and I did. But it works because it's really allowed me to think ki temporarily I feel like this. But permanently do I feel like this? Permanently, what do you feel like? How do you know?
Yeah.
Were you happy all your life? Were you sad all your life? You don't know. Right? Can you say ki मेरे जिंदगी के 365 दिन into whatever your age is what I felt? No. It was a bunch of like ups and downs, right? So you thought that you were sad and you felt happy sometimes. You don't really know.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good parameter for men that you should think, especially in like terms of business and whatnot. Ki, I think we should do X as opposed to I feel, because there is no moral grounding of feeling, right?
Yeah. But that's started happening because like shit like social anxiety is celebrated now. Like it's a viral
I
tweet.
hate that shit
Bro.
like poison, bro. What are you saying?
Bro, like Stewie, he was wearing this t-shirt the other day and it just the t-shirt said social anxiety.
And people are like, thank you.
No, I was like, bro, like why the fuck would you put that on a t-shirt?
That's a very stupid thing to put on a t-shirt.
Poor copywriting as well.
Yeah.
No, it's like that, but that is the brand is not at fault because they are going off by what the next viral tweet
They are like
is.
big YouTubers, algorithm.
हाँ वही तो है like like being miserable is celebrated now. Like the funniest tweet is the person who is like down bad the most.
Self-deprecating
But I
stuff.
hate it. It's so wrong, right?
Yeah.
जोक्स वगैरह मारो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, और ये बहुत डैंग जोक्स मारता है, मैं मारता हूँ, मारता है, सब लोग मारते हैं.
अगर तेरा असली में वैसा सिचुएशन चल रहा है
Only then, yeah.
तो make a joke about it, try to move on. That's your whatever defense mechanism.
You know, sympathy pussy is a myth for a reason.
bro.
I would disagree,
No,
bro.
These guys get a lot of...
I've never craved sympathy because I don't know if I would be like I don't want to be a spoken word poet saying
Yeah. No,
all
I
that
get it.
jazz. Because even that sympathy pussy will bite you back one
Yeah.
day. It's got a clause.
Because it comes with leverage.
Yeah. Of what?
Sympathy pussy comes
Leverage
with
for what?
leverage, bro. Like you're like, I gave you this while you were in this moment. Now you're good. So
I
what's up?
expect this
You know what I'm saying?
I think as you grow up, you have to keep raising your standards.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't be a hen-pecked husband.
Yeah.
अरे like imagine like अगर तू 2036 में तेरी शादी होती है तो बोलता है अरे यार बीवी परेशान कर रही है. You gotta have better problems, लोग. Hey bro, यार there's no food in our galaxy today.
Yeah.
BB's okay, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what it is. I mean,
Oh, that was sympathy pussy.
huh? It is not sympathy pussy.
Example.
No,
I love how Stewie's on 1 hour of sleep and still like
He's on
80% on point.
Yeah, he's
why
always
didn't
on
you
it.
sleep last night, bro?
I was
You know
preparing
this
for,
was a
like-
big day for us.
Yeah, bro.
So,
इसने मेरे को सुबह 9:36 में मैसेज करा, hey bro, big day.
yeah.
I was like, shit bro, मैं स्कूल की स्विमिंग टीम में हूँ. Like I got so many nightmares, I slept again.
Big day.
I was trying to, like...
Hype.
No, I got hyped, like I was really hyped for this TBH because
I didn't
was,
get this hype message.
I was very excited.
You were with me.
I was very excited because we've talked so much online, online, कि आज हम मिले ना और मतलब you see, I know that how drunk you are, but you're like,
Yeah. No, that's just like... Bro, Vinamre, I remember I messaged him the first time. I was like, bro, your shots are doing well. How do you like find out what part of the episode to make shots out of?
How long
That was
ago
my
was
first
this?
message to
And
him.
what did I
like,
say?
A year ago. I was like, just look at the retention graph, bro.
Fair
It's
enough.
true, right? At that
Fair
point, हमारी
enough.
philosophy ये थी कि whatever has the highest peak will do the best on shots. I still don't know which wizard scientist cut our shots. It's still a mystery to me. At this point, I'm like, yeah, ये तो star है, ये तो जाके बोलता है, काम तो हो जाता है.
हाँ नहीं अभी तो intuition से ही चल रहा है मतलब like for me तो it's like I think this will do well.
Bro, we have to have 2 minutes of Yugu monologue again.
Yugu monologue.
Again, we're back.
Speak,
Bro,
bro.
his smile is so infectious. I can hear it.
What do you want to hear, man?
No, your smile is so.
You go ask the same question, bro. दोनों episode में
No,
same.
you've got like a crore smile.
नहीं
I
मैं
don't
बहुत
wanna
खुश
explain
हूँ
it.
यार. I'm really happy this is happening. So I'm just.
Yeah, I'm happy as well. I wish we did every single day, you know,
guys
and then
should,
destroy
like,
our lives.
You
eventually.
wanna make out?
Have you ever made out with a girl?
Whoa!
Have you ever had any homosexual experience?
Oh, I'm full homosexual, bro.
Really?
Number of times I say
Fuck!
gay,
I
it's obvious.
fucked up.
Can the episode, bro, where we will be back.
You know, one of my gay friends was like, "You're a gay protector."
What does that mean?
I took that role on. Yeah, so little context. Gujars are Kshatriyas, which is in the caste
Kshatriya is
system.
the warrior clan.
right?
Yeah.
One day, after drinking several LITs at this Mumbai club called Union, I decided my friend, he's gay, might be harassed. Who can protect him in these times? I can. So I protected him. And ever since the name stuck.
Gay
So
protector.
I became his protector. No.
Just protector.
Protector.
So you've never like, bro, like in school and all, did you ever think maybe?
No, bro. I was. मेरे को ऐसा लगता था कि मतलब बंदी ही हो जाए कुछ. For real, honestly,
Yeah.
right?
When was the first time you like try to hit on a girl?
I was in 7th grade. And we made this whole term called deal. So मैं और मेरे एक दो दोस्त थे और 4 लड़कियां थी उनमें से one I really liked. You know, उस समय की 10 because you know in my head 10.
Yeah.
In my head 10. Right? Like nowadays 10 by world standards decimated.
Yeah.
But in उसके उस टाइम की उस बोलते नहीं उस टाइम की 10 हुआ करती थी. आज तो उसके बच्चे हो गए like that. No, actually like you know like उस टाइम पे अप्सरा like whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, don't want to shit on her more. She might be watching this. She does watch some of this.
Shout out.
Shout out to the 10.
Shout out the past 10.
So I said to my conniving best friend at the time, it's like, you know, can you tell her best friend or whoever कि यार मैं उसको interested हूँ.
Games.
And we had that like whole beef happening because we would complain about them to the teacher and like shit on them and they would do the vice versa. But like I liked her, so it's like I want to be like Romeo and Juliet type situation, you know, like, two warring families. Whatever.
Yeah.
So he did it. He failed. Fucking miserable bastard. But then eventually I got the courage to say that I like you, and you know, I held her hands. Her hands are very clammy. You know, the thing that breaks your heart isn't the fact that you like this girl and she's holding your hand, but the fact that it's wet.
Sweaty. Yeah.
Yeah. Not sweaty, just wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like worse, right? Like bad genetics.
Yeah.
No, bro, like some people just like
Cut.
they've got the hands.
Hey, no
or-
cut.
Kuch cut nahi,
Truth
bhai.
is truth. Yeah,
Sweaty hands is
Yeah.
sweaty hands, bro. Like,
No, not sweaty. They're not sweaty. It's a English word called clammy. हाथ गीले हैं.
किससे?
Not sweat. Not that either because you're in 7th grade. It's just bad genetics, I think.
Okay.
Just have like damp hands. bro.
Like
Damn hands. English.
Yeah.
English. Damn hands. It's just, you know, and like
So
I
that
swear-
was like your first turn off ever.
No, it was a turn on at that time.
Oh, okay.
But
Damn girl.
it's just sad now. Because, you know, like I never go for wet hands now.
You go.
Is that your most shallow turn off ever?
मैम bro, इससे और ज़्यादा shadow है यार.
बोलना वो.
जैसे कि कुछ वर्ड गलत तरीके से प्रोनाउंस करना वो भी एक बार नहीं 4 बार.
तो मतलब तू
You're a
उसके
grammar
साथ
Nazi.
sex नहीं करेगा if some girl says a word wrong.
No, I mean you can be a British colonizer and that can... See bro, he's left. That means I have crossed the boundary. No, bro, don't lie. My biggest turn off is probably like bad breath and like.
But that's not shallow. See, shallow turn off matlab the person doesn't have a control over it. So like height, like curly hair. That's mine. Like that's mine. Like
You
curly
don't
hair.
like curly hair?
Yeah, like fuck yourself, bro. If you have curly
What
hair.
is wrong with you, dude?
I just don't like it.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, bro, that makes.
The second is like an underbite, bro. Like
What's that?
yeah, no, the front jaw is
No,
ahead.
it's like
ahead. It's ahead of the
that's an overbite, bro.
this being ahead.
Overbite,
Yeah.
underbite. Underbite
Yeah, I
is
hate
it goes
both.
back.
I hate
He hits both the bites.
yeah.
That's a very specific physical
Yeah, but it's just like, what are you doing?
living.
So confused.
Okay, so now people will probably think like you're an asshole. How can you hate on this? I had
okay,
it too, and I went
That's why we
through
should have never
3
met. I liked you as an online friend better.
Bro, I went through 3 years of pain and trauma with like braces, fixing my jaw
So
and all.
I'm glad that Stuvie, you and I have all had dental problems.
How did you know that?
You mentioned it today.
It's him. It's him.
was him, but yeah,
with
even
the
I did.
braces. Yeah, that just looked.
We're gonna go raw now.
What is up with your teeth?
Okay.
I don't
Can you
wanna
cut this
bring
out
it
as a
up,
short?
Huh?
Can you cut this as a
Yeah, Vinamre reveals the truth about his
Yeah,
teeth.
bro, it's gonna give you at least 786 subscribers, which is good enough, right?
Yeah, let's
For
go.
all this shit that we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess at some point my jaw did not develop properly, which is why I don't have like a chiseled jawline like other people, right?
अब मेरा भी नहीं है भाई तो
It's
अपन
okay, you've got a better one than mine. I don't care. But हुआ क्या कि it didn't develop like a jaw is supposed to expand out on all four sides, like here, and then on the back as well. It did not. And then I slept on my stomach, so my bite. This is the bite. Like this is how your teeth are supposed to rest on each other, right? Like this. Mine were like on their hinges. Essay. And as a result, over the years, it went bad and bad and bad. Eventually, I gym karna shuru kara heavily, and I got a body or whatever, and it became worse. And then I had face pain all across my face, and then I did the X-rays and found that my jaw was severely misaligned, and my muscles were very inflamed. And so when I opened my jaw completely, it would just go to one side, right? And that would pain a lot. And the more I became more physically fit, the worse it became. To the point that last year of like around October or November, I couldn't sleep at night. My entire face pain, nerve pain, pure face ke andar hai. And I knew my condition का नाम है TMJ, but I had this in 2016. I never treated it. But it came to the point where I could no longer ignore it. Because I would either have to take muscle relaxants or sleeping pills to fall asleep. Because the pain was so much. मैं पूरे time ये करता था. I would remove my glasses like this and go like,
Yeah.
or like this, or hot fermentation. And so I went to a proper TMJ doctor and they diagnosed me with like temporomandibular joint disorder. This is the mandible, this, and there's a disorder because the bite is all fucked up. So they made me this whole fake teeth system to get my bite in the right place. Within a month or month and a half, I'm gonna get braces like Stewie has. Do you still get laid, by the way?
Anish, I don't know.
Anish, again, bro.
Again, you're confused.
he's too drunk.
Again.
He's
Take
too
the
drunk
top
at
off
this
again.
Do you get laid, by the way?
Bro.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in safe hands. So my only worry was like, yeah, bro, braces ke saath kaise? But I realized, I have a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
He doesn't even have a personality.
Oh.
It's the bio.
So,
I'm
to
kidding.
Boba like,
He's
but
a rock climber.
first I had it, the first 15 days, pehle 15 din, bro, hell. Bhai, does it not feel like a bomb going off and then your ears are tickling?
I'm immune to that.
Yeah,
Anish
no,
is
what
in
the
the.
Yeah, but
Amin is
anyway,
in the.
I will address all of you. So, bro, Stewie, Yugu, and Amin, what I was saying is, first 15 days, I was on liquid diet. The most painful time in my life ever. You know, like when I was semi-rich kid, no tragedies,
Yeah.
except like minor emotional tragedies and like other like generally hard things to live through life.
अब खाने को भी नहीं मिल रहा.
अब खाने को नहीं मिल रहा है.
So
like,
wait, did they have to pull out all your bottom?
No.
Oh, okay.
Still have it. I don't like to do it because it's not very attractive. But
Do it again.
It's like an Invisalign.
yeah. But Invisalign and all, like, it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
This is a proper orthotic. पहले 15 दिन, bro, I was blending my food and hating my life. Because low energy,
Yeah.
right? And you're eating through a blender. By the 8th day, I was like, I can just gulp food down. And then I started having stomach ache because मैं चावल खाता था. You can do that, right? You can not
Yeah.
chew and not digest.
When I had braces, it was the same thing.
That phase passed, then like you can only have light food. So I hated vegetarian food. I was on that. And then they're like, no more workouts ever in your life.
The fuck.
You can only walk or do light stretching. Forget the gym, forget heavy lifting, forget rock climbing, forget swimming. Bro, my mental health was all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with your job?
So, if you lift a heavy weight, you clench your teeth. You cannot clench anymore because the clenching makes it worse. So, bro, like the first few months were just hell. Because I was self-medicating through alcohol, whatever, to cope with the fact that I was not working out at all. I was doing walking somewhat, but it was hell. Because I knew who I was. Like, I built those cars on my physical strength. I'm not kidding. Like, this is like one of the biggest reveals, whatever. हम लोग rock climbing करने जाते थे, अगले दिन बोल रहे थे हम 4 podcast record कर रहे हैं.
Damn.
We would just be so high on endorphins all the time. I'd come to a podcast after going to the gym for 1.5 hours, like, bro, let's go for 4 more podcasts today.
Damn.
My energy levels went to a 0. And like Sahil knows, hardest months ever. I would have no motivation. Testosterone levels dip. Right? Even with all this Huberman lab crap ki you are doing like the sunlight exposure, whatever. That's when the carnivore diet found me. If I didn't have that, I would not be doing this long. No motivation, bro. Like when people say na ki you should get out of your house and like work out,
Yeah.
it's no joke. Because when you lose your drive, you lose it to such a hard extent, you can never come back. I know my friends were like, Nani, it's a bunch of BS, but I know. Those testicles I ate.
Which testicles were there?
Goat testicles.
Goat testicles.
Free testosterone. That and doing like really long, hard, deep stretches, walking for a long time, being in the sun a lot. Those really helped without working out at all. I still do that to this day. And I still live a pretty sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah.
So 1.5 months more, and I'm going to hit back all the rock climbing, all the gym, everything else. Because if you want to do something like this, which requires your head, आज तो मैं दारू पी लिया अलग बात है. You gotta be there, bro. You gotta be like present,
You
sharp.
have to be on it all the time.
हर मुंबई की ट्रिप के अंदर I remember I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna be gone for a while. Joggers Park में जाता था. I would work out for an hour, come back. Hey guys, let's record the podcast. Kill it. Just kill it. Like, cause I was ready here, you know, endorphins body के अंदर है. I'm like sharp. When that sharpness goes away, you have to rely on your own experiences. And it's a little hard. Not trying to be like a bitch, but it's just, you have to figure out other ways to get to the same level of mental sharpness.
Yeah. Fuck, bro. That's
It's a crazy story.
Yeah, from all of that to India's fastest growing
ये तो tagline है.
podcast.
Fastest growing
I
podcast.
think like it is no like
Yeah,
It has been. It has been. Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
100%.
what are the metrics? Like, is it the views or is it the subscribers?
Subscribers?
Or huh.
Subscribers, pretty fast, right?
Yeah.
Last year we were at 100k subscribers. Now we're at 654k, which is pretty insane. Like, if you think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
तो वो
that's
सही है. But हाँ ये एक minor bump आया. It also made me realize that, you know, like I don't have to like die on the podcasting grave. Like it doesn't have to be my whole life.
I love how you said
You know,
that.
because it also like what am I doing?
Yeah.
Just because I'm physically strong, I can like bam, episode after episode. Sahil Yatharth, I've been to the worst times of my life, but we also made our careers in the worst times of our life.
Yeah.
September 2022, we hit, in 1 month, we had 150k subscribers. एक महीने के अंदर 1.5 लाख सब्सक्राइबर आए थे हमारे.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Right?
Pays off.
I want to correct you there.
हाँ.
8 दिन में 200k हुए.
8 दिन में.
That's the metric. जब 500k touch करेगा. हाँ उस time.
Yeah, so look, that
It's
was
like
like
a
that
week.
long ago, and then it's been very slow ever since.
Yeah. But it's like
Yeah. It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
people think
Plateau.
audio,
Plateau, yeah.
all the people who are like blind.
Fuck the audio listeners,
all-
bro. Fuck.
okay. But हाँ ये scene था. मतलब this is the reality of it, and that allowed me to realize कि what is this game? What is this treadmill of this content stuff?
भाई तो वही तो है ना पॉडकास्ट के साथ योर आर यू अ पॉडकास्टर आर यू अ कंटेंट क्रिएटर लाइक this last weekend every time someone came to me saying oh you're the podcast guy I felt this emotion of okay I'm being recognized for what I do but at the same time am I the podcast guy there is so much more to me than just a podcast guy
And that's fine. If you
Right.
choose that route, you will be happier. Maybe your success will take a long time, but you'll be happier. And you gotta choose. Am I happy by industry standards? Am I happy by my own standards? It's just very like, when star kids are like, hey, I chose mental health. It looks weak, but I think they have some merit to that. Because you don't, like, तू live stream भी कर रहा है, तू DJ भी कर रहा है, तू comedy भी कर रहा है, right? You're known by one of the many things that you are.
because that's the thing that's worked so far so like
That's it.
yeah
It's not your entire life. It doesn't have to be.
yeah
Maybe I'm someone who's like an introvert in my real life. You don't know.
yeah
You don't know that.
Yeah.
we'll find out now after this when we go out
I'm not though.
huh
I speak a lot.
Yeah, chal. I see that, bro. Like from everything that you've done, I said it once already. Like I feel like your podcast is the only one where you genuinely do what you want to do. Don't give up. Like you do get guests on because this is a guest that I should have on, but at the same time you get guests that no one will ever have on because you're like.
And I pay the
this
price for it.
Yeah, fuck it, bro. Like views. Views are this, views are that. But like, जितना मजा तेरे को वो 2 घंटे में आ रहा है.
बहुत यार. This guy, the founder of Greater Than came on here. Greater Than the Gin. I thought मैंने 4 घंटे का पॉडकास्ट करा 1 घंटे 20 मिनट का था. मैं उसको छोड़ ही नहीं रहा था यार ये बता दो यार तूने ये कैसे करा यार. Because at the end of the day, like it's all fine. Like once you've got your money problem figured out, you're like, hey.
अपने लिए भी करता हूँ ना
Can I
थोड़ा.
be a famous nerd?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a famous nerd. Let's be that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that, but yeah.
Man, like this is fucking great. Like I feel like what we've done today with these 2 podcasts coming
episodes.
together.
Insane, bro.
It's like,
I'm
bro,
gonna
you know what I think. Like I feel like the episode we did for you was more Untriggered, and the episode we did for us was more Dostcast.
That actually
Whoa.
makes
They've
sense.
actually switched positions.
we'll keep it that like that though.
Yeah,
That's
that's
perfect.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Because I honestly feel like when you guys came to the scene, I felt like I had someone else to learn from. And that is a complete disrespectful. Sorry, मैं अपनी थोड़ी दारू का वो मेरी ना स्पीच स्लर हो जाती है ठीक है. That is a completely disrespectful and arrogant statement to every other podcast in the country because they're shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
This
is how we ended.
No. Everyone's laughing like controversy.
No.
The only podcast that taught me something about podcasting was Untriggered.
Let's go.
In India.
man.
In India.
Yeah.
For real. Shake my hand. Shake my hand. And shake my hand right there. Cool, man. Everyone else.
This is the dick sucking part I was talking about.
Bro, this is.
No, bro.
Yeah.
They're not hosts.
Yeah.
They're like anchor types for like 3% cuck. That's all I'll say. Like honestly,
Yeah.
like some people are my friends or whatever, but like honestly,
नहीं होता है bro.
this genre, what you guys have done and pushed it that far,
Yeah.
कोई फायदा नहीं है ना.
Yeah.
अगर मेरे को आके इतने बड़े आदमी को लॉ और बोलूं, so
How was
how
your
did you
journey?
start?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get into this?
I'd rather be a gymnast and be like, I swear I'd rather do that. I swear. I'm not kidding. You guys don't realize what you're sitting on, and like I want to see you guys, because we were friends, but like I want to see you guys in 2 years because you will see what you're doing for this country.
Yeah.
Because no one else is. I swear. Lalan Top in the news, everything in Hindi segment. Nilesh Mishra in the slow segment, whatever, right? Samdesh in the political and like whatever segment. No one else, bro. No one else is pushing the boundaries of what interviews or fun long form conversations can be,
Yeah.
right? And in comedy, it's you guys. It's you guys who are like, I'd rather be considered crazy, eccentric, but I'd rather be like who I am.
But I'd never be boring.
Yeah.
That's
Like, oh my god, like if you are boring and like, hey bro, हम 4 बंदे हैं और हम 4 बंदे भी boring है, तो मर जाओ यार. इससे बढ़िया for real.
yeah.
मतलब एक बंदा बोरिंग हो सकता है, 2 बोरिंग हो सकते हैं, गाइस यार तू भी बोरिंग, मैं भी बोरिंग है, पॉडकास्ट शुरू करते हैं, राइट? 4 बंदे बोरिंग हैं. I think
That's difficult to find.
You know, right? Like, come on, bro. Like, you have to really be like living under a rock if 4 guys are boring. But you guys have pushed the envelope. हमें लग नहीं रहा ना because हमारी इंडस्ट्री छोटी है. It's not like we're standing on the shoulders of giants. It's not like it's the print industry or the writing industry or the Bollywood industry where you're like, you know, bro, 6-year history of Bollywood. It's so new.
Yeah.
So we don't realize that magnificence.
Yeah.
But I think what you guys are doing is fucking awesome. And I respect all of you.
that
Can
means-
really
that
appreciate
means so
every
much.
word, dude. Thank you so much.
For real. For
Yeah.
real.
Shout out to Dostcast.
Cast.
Shout out to Vinamre for doing this. Shout out to the alcohol we've had today. We've done another episode on Dostcast channel. Go watch that. And yeah, bro, this episode just made me really happy.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for everything that you've done.
If I get fired, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
It's worth Yugu's trip.
Yeah, dude.
But this
for sure.
podcasting thing is like very temporary.
तू जाके property में.
Sorry, boss.
Let's go, bro. Let's
For real,
go out.
for real.
Let's
But,
get some bitches,
you know,
bro. Like,
one of the best appearances I've had. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.